get on to these things. I want to talk about culture. I do, because I want to read off some names. Ra Thomas, Dominic Lovett, Tate Ratliff, Tyke Smith, Carson Beck, Cedric Van Paren Granger, Kendall Milton, Dejon Edwards, Javon Bullard, Xavier Truss, Marcus Rasimi Jack Saint. Those are all NFL eligible football players that all may or may not be returning. I think a lot of that list is Dom, Tate, Carson, and then, there's some decisions left on there. Okay. But there's a lot of those names that don't have to play. They don't have to play. They don't have to play in this football game. Why? It don't matter. It's a meaningless bowl game. It's a non-playoff bullshit bowl game that nobody cares about. Nobody, including their opponent. Their opponent don't care about this game. Jared Verse opted out. Keon Coleman opted out. Wilson opted out. Trey Benson opted out. Both defensive tackles opted out. A corner opted out. A safety opted out. Running back 2 opted to have surgery. Top tight end opted out. The nickel corner opted out. Tight end 2 in the portal. Quarterback 2 that was going to be quarterback 1 in the portal. Okay. I don't know what in the hell they're going to do at running back. Running back 3 and 4 in the portal. Florida State does not care about this football game. They do not. And I saw a team that just was 3 points away from defending 2 consecutive national titles have no effing reason at all to care about this football game. And these sumbitches playing like it is daggum Super Bowl time. So on one hand, and I don't mean to do this, but it has to be done. It has to be done. On one hand, you got a football team that has nothing to play for from an outsider's perspective. It's just Georgia going to win another daggum football game, the 31 of the last 32 that they've played. It is a nothing football game for them, yet everybody and their mama getting up for that one, except for maybe the fans. But you guys are here showing out, but you ain't here showing out, but I don't expect you to do so. But you're here in the chat showing out, so thank you for that. Thumbs up for you guys. And on the other hand, you got a football team that clearly does not care. Clearly does not care about adding on to whatever it is that they stamped on this football season for them. They do not care about proving people right for their snubbing of the college football playoff. They do not care. And when I see all of these opt-outs, when I see all of these selective portal entries, when I see all of this stuff from Florida State, the only thing that rings true in my ears is Reese Davis's comments. Reese Davis's comments as soon as Florida State was bumped to 5. Y'all remember what he said as they showed the beautiful scenery of Florida State's football facilities as they were watching the college football playoff rankings show. Y'all remember what he said? Reese Davis said, and I quote, "Now will be the time that we find out about Mike Norvell's leadership capabilities around his football program." Florida State, in my opinion, had an opportunity. And we'll talk to TJ Pittenger about this tomorrow, our boy from the Florida State beat. Florida State had an opportunity, and Mike Norvell and that football team had an opportunity to say that we are culture-based. We are about what we talk about here at this program, that all of our guys are bought in. And look, it could be for fucking show. I don't care. It could be for show. Jared Verse can put on his damn uniform, run out for the first series, pack his shit up, go on to the NFL draft. It could be for show. It could all be for show. But instead, it's for go. It's for no thank you. It's for opting out. And I'm not here for this culture versus this culture. But at the end of the year, in games that do not matter, culture does. You know who played in a meaningless bowl game last year? Will Anderson and Bryce Young. You know whose football team is playing for a meaningful game this year? Alabama. Now, I'm not saying the two are connected. In fact, the two could not be more disconnected. But you know what is connected? Georgia's sustained success, Alabama's sustained success. You know who's out here, over here, still trying to figure it out? Florida State. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? They had an opportunity. And that would have been my, and I'm not saying Mike Norvell did a bad job motivating. I don't know what his deal was. I'm not inside that building. But that would have been my message to my football team. My message to my football team would have been, we have an opportunity not to win a meaningful football game, but we have an opportunity to continue our message, to continue to what we're about, right? To be about perfectionism, to be about 13-0, to shove it up the ass of every single college football playoff, committee member that there was, right? We have that opportunity ahead of us. Instead, there's 12 guys headed to the portal or headed to the NFL draft. You had an opportunity. You absolutely had an opportunity.